from 630 when he was born, 632 till he fell to form. He had to be taken to a revelation. And when you realize it, it's the same thing of the Jesus and the John or Yachanan story. Joshua and Yachanan.
Now see, Christian people will hate you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the exact thing of terrorism. I'm a Baptist, right? But everybody call themselves non-denomination now.
Yes,
they terrorize the word Baptist now. You talk to somebody, oh, they drink, they smoke. But you know what? They smoke and drink in your church too. But what they do is they terrify what? That's why religion changed from Protestant, Methodist. They do this terrorism on each group to rebuild these mega churches. Because if you're non-denomination, why you ain't got Catholic, Jews, Muslims? Do you know what non-denomination means?
Yeah, they don't know what it means.
I think these people don't even know what words mean.
Yeah, they don't.
But then you tell me Baptist is no good no more. You crucified what I... So now you make me look for the truth. Now I'm feeling our religion in place.
If you were truly non-denomination, you mean the Quran,
how you gonna
the
tell
Bible,
me what I am is
everything.
wrong?
You will be just one-minded.
Let's correct something.
Yeah. Why is the Baptist so bad now?
First of all, the biblical or the Hillelite Biblia comes from two main books. One book that it comes from, before you even talk about the Torah, that comes from the Tanakh, it comes from a book called the Gilgamesh Epics. The Gilgamesh Epics and the Edomite Elish. They gave way to the Injil. You follow? Which gave way to what they want to call the ecclesiastics or the angelic or evangelistic text. You follow? Now you can go reach this up on your strong concordance or your idiot box called a computer. Those particular texts created these other texts of old biblical stories that was being formulated back in the day. Now, as they say, I'm lying, I'm dying. You go check this out. Don't believe me? Go check it out. Look it up. Don't believe anything I'm saying. Once you read those scripts, it goes back to another script called the Suhuf. The Suhuf is going to give way to the old tablets come out of the Egyptian stories called the Qumrans. The Qumran scrolls.
What's the difference between the Qumran scroll and Quran?
Qumran scrolls are the scrolls where they had the information in that it was like come out of the old Egyptian stories of the Metunetza. Meaning the stories that was on the wall when they took it from the wall and put it on the paper.
It's mostly known as the
you follow what they call the Pipers.
Yeah, it's known as the Book of the Dead.
The Book of the Dead and the Book of Life.
Everybody got interpretation of the Quran. Or what you call it?
The Qumran scrolls.
The scrolls.
I mean, you read the book
you saying the Bible, the Holy Quran.
Every monotheistic religion of the world. Which are three basic.
So everybody take their story and manipulate it the way they want.
Yep.
And
so we didn't manipulate people.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
So how do you get from being manipulated? Just
you go
for yourself. Think for yourself.
Like the brother said, think for yourself.
Well, see, some of this stuff you can think for yourself, but the world plays trickery with TV, advertising. They trick the masses, and then you follow like you said, the Matrix. You don't want to unplug yourself.
But you gotta have a science of mind.
Yeah.
A science of mind.
Science of mind.
Yes.
Don't be scared to get on YouTube. We're gonna put you on there too. You gotta be a brave man. A coward dies 1,000 times. A warrior lives forever. Yes, ma'am. You learn? Oh, you thanking me? Okay. I'm glad these people, I can't say what I want to say.
Well, I'm going to ask you.
No, stop that.
You got to have a science.
First of all, if we never go into the...
Oh, you can stay right there if you wanted to, babe. Ain't nobody coming in here.
If we never go to the foundation of the originals, who are the Sumerians.
There you go.
Babe, you got something to say, you let them know because you got wisdom.
When are we going to deal with the Sumerians? They predates the Egyptians. Now we talk about Egyptology all night long, but why do we never get into the Sumerian doctrine? That's the first civilization that ever be recorded.
Yeah, I mean, even in the Bible, when you get to the Sumerians, the first when you talk about the Garden of Eden, that's on their tablet. That's what's right there.
That's in Iraq.
Yeah.
Which comes from, I hate to say it, but comes from a place called Edenia, which they named it later in the Bible or the biblical scripture called the Garden of Eden.
Sumerians also was part of the Kush Empire.
Yeah.
The Kush Empire spread
They were.
from Egypt, not Egypt, from Ethiopia, all the way to China.
Yep. Either way around it, it was still us.
It was still anyway around it's still us. No matter how you can't move from us. You know, you can't move from us. So when I hear Sumerian, because Sumerian was the descendants of Semites. Yeah. They're fallen.
When you talk about them, you know, you
can go in depth so deep that
you're going to take your mind out there because you're going to find out that they're not from here.
Yeah, I
they
know.
came
But
here.
that takes you outside the globe. That's why it becomes esoteric.
Right.
It's not on this particular earth. Anything outside of here, they call it extraterrestrial. Extra means addition, right? Terra, earth, astro, from the stars. Extra, terra, astro. Extraterrestrial, something that's beyond the earth. Most people take themselves outside the confines of this earth. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. The truth is the truth.
All right, then I'm getting my head cut.
This is what I want to tell you. The first step that a man can do, he has to take it home with him. How do you take it home?
You have to have will.
How you take what home with you?
Because if you changing your way of thought, like a wise man should, and you still see the poison in your household,
Yeah.
like this.
how do you turn that, turn that thought? Because once, if you want your children's mother to stop impregnating you with that ignorance, how do you change the mother to change the kid? Do you skip the mother and go to the kids?
Well, here it is.
Because it's
The
very
Prophet,
hard.
the Prophet Noble Ali said that when you change the manuscript or you change the literature, you change the mind. It's what you read, it's what you accept it as scripture. You follow? So it's like the etymology of words. If you change the etymology of your wordplay, then you can't be caught up in the rapture of being so emotional, because it's emotionalism. It's ego. Men have egos that they don't deal with, because it don't take a rocket scientist to open up a book or get an understanding from another book that you never opened before. I can't sit and judge you if I never know what you're about. Of course it does.
We know that.
But the whole thing is the fact that most people here, they don't speak more than one tongue. Am I right or wrong to ask that question? I just asked a real question.
But it seems like you went away from what I was saying.
Do anybody here speak more than one tongue? I'm not talking about myself. Anybody else?
Yeah, I speak English and bullshit.
But here's the thing. I'm talking about a real tongue, not a dog.
No, because see, some people, that's how they live, is they are bullshit. So sometimes I have to get ignorant with their ass and be ignorant.
But here's my
But I would
here's my
love for
point.
everybody to be.
Here's my point to that. Here's my point to that. My point to that is the fact that that's where you start. You start at where you begin at, the ignorant stage. Because the ignorant stage was an important stage for you to get to the enlightened stage. Right.
So you said I need to go home and act ignorant with my wife?
No, I'm saying it as a metaphor. I'm saying it as, okay, all these words in this book, listen what I'm about to say. All these words in this book, you comprehend, right?
Yes.
But if I was to change the language of this and say Greek, do you speak Greek? Do you speak any form of Latin? So why would you ever understand anything out of this book until it got translated to you, which you got the real watered down version of it? It's a plagiarism. A plagiarism of a plagiarism of a plagiarism. How do you get truth from a plagiarism?
See, I understand what you're saying. But with a woman, like you said, they emotional. So it's hard to get her out of a book. See, you said man don't know how to deal with his emotions. He can just change. A woman can't just change. So how do I change her?
You gotta leave.
I gotta bring a different book in or change the words.